lot of clapping when they talked about breaking my record, and I'm still a little bit bitter about that, to be honest. This is a very, very special evening for me for a lot of reasons. I think first and foremost, it was our keynote. When I saw that Chopper, I'm sorry, I can't call him Millard. I've known him as Chopper forever. When I saw that he was going to be giving the keynote, I got excited. One of the things he mentioned was my life after football, and it's very, very important to me. But it's amazing the things that are born out of necessity, right? I leave Booker T, I go to Kansas State, and as you heard, I leave with all these records. My younger brother arrives on campus a year later, and he sort of lights a fire to some of those records before he leaves 4 years later. And then comes Tyler, and he doesn't just light a fire to him, he had the nerve to burn the whole thing down. So it was out of necessity that if I wanted to stay relevant, I had to build another career. And so my hope is that, as much as you love for your son to follow in your footsteps, my hope is that he stops at some point, because I don't know what else I can go do, because he clearly is much better than I am. It's very special as well because I got to sit right at this table 3 years ago and watch my younger brother Aaron get inducted into the Hall of Fame. I got to sit there last year and I got to watch Tyler get inducted into the Hall of Fame. And so to the committee, I am forever grateful because I think you got it right. You left the best Lockett for last. Look, they don't give us a bunch of time, so I'm not even going to try to thank everyone because there's so many people that were really important and critical in me even having an opportunity to achieve half of the things that I did. But there's a couple of groups that are incredibly important to me. I'm going in for athletics. So obviously the coaches that had a role in developing me during my time at Booker T are absolutely critical. I think of people like Larry McGee, Nate Harris, legends, right? People like Ted Alexander. I saw Coach Schultz here earlier, Coach Lowry, Corey Slagle. So many people put their hands on me and took this little skidding kid and developed his talent to a point that not only could he have a good high school career, but he would have the opportunity to play in college and even make it to the professional level. My teachers, right? Too many to name, but there's teachers like I saw earlier, Ava Fisher, right? There's Jenny Hutner, all right? So many more that didn't treat me like an athlete, right? They didn't care. Matter of fact, people like Ms. Fisher held it against me, I think. But the requirements that they had for me in the classroom are part of the reason that I was able to drop football when it was done and move on and to go be successful at something else. So to my teachers, I'm thankful as well. To all the classes of Booker T. Washington that came before me, I'm thankful for the legacy that you built. Specifically the classes of 88 to 91, because when I walked in that school as a skinny little freshman, there's so many people in those classes between 88 and 91 that sort of put their arms around me and helped show me what it meant to be a Hornet. I see Carla, I see Shira, got Chopper. I still remember Leon Skillins, the way he looked at me when I almost stepped on the Hornet the first day of school. People like Garrick McGee, Raython Smith, so many people that took me under their wing and really helped develop me and to make me understand what it meant to have the pride and to be a Booker T. Washington Hornet. And then everybody always thinks that their class is by far the best. Class of 92, it was. I'm honored to go in alongside Bill. Bill's a class of 92 member. This is probably the first time you had two from the same class go in. Great class. But I was able to develop lifelong friends, a brotherhood with people in my class, people I grew up with, people that are still friends to this very day. People like LaRon Rogers, people like Kevin Smith, John Melfa, Brian Armstrong, Corey Harris, the list goes on and on. But as a young kid growing up, I really wanted to go to Booker T for one reason only. It was to wear the orange and black. You see, I grew up and I got to see Dumas play, Tisdale play, got to see Melvin Gillum out on the football field. And like I just dreamed of the day that I'd get that jersey one day. Because everybody that's from here, you know one thing. When you see the orange and black, like it's a distinct set of colors, right? And there's something about it because those who never got to wear it, you can feel the hatred coming from it, right? Yeah. And if I'm being honest, that's part of why I wanted to wear it. I love this me against the world kind of situation. But for those of us that got to wear it, we wore it with such pride, right? The thing I loved about the black and orange is this distinct, it stands out. But so does every student that graduates from Booker T. Washington. They stand out as well. And so from Booker T, my time there, the one thing that I'm most grateful for is it taught me that good is okay. And it taught me that great is better. But it taught me that excellence is the standard, okay? And when excellence is the standard, all right, you can accomplish a lot of incredible things. So I'm thankful for my family, for all being here, my kids, my wife, my mom, my dad, and the other two Locketts that happen to go into this Hall of Fame as well. Thank you.